Hey everyone, it's Terry from Terry's Philippine Journey out here on the KRY Rusi 200. About the fourth time I've rode it here in the Philippines. This is kind of a typical trail. There's, I would guesstimate there's 300 or 400, that might even be conservative, miles of single track, double track, various conditions. Some of it's just a rough dirt gravel road, very little paved roads, but they're all over the mountains or hills, whatever you would like to call it out here. I've never been out on this one. I'm new here in the Philippines, about 3 months, and also just got back into motorcycling, which I did for many years, but it's been about 10 years, and didn't want to sink a lot of money into something, so I ended up purchasing the Rusi and figured time I do the upgrades, I'll have 2 or 3 grand in it, which is still half what I would have in one of the others ones, because I've had KTMs and Husqvarnas and Hondas and Kawasaki's. I've had all of them, of different brands, 2-strokes. So I just wanted to get something to putt around. I've gotten older. I'm in my 60s now, 61, so I'm not really overly caring about racing, or just wanted something to get around on. So I thought I'd give Rusi a try because it's very popular here in the Philippines. I think it's the #1 brand, if I'm not mistaken, so I went with that. So far I'm liking it. The motor's pretty good. As you do with any brand or any type of bike, even the KTMs I got, there's always complaints. So I would say I've got some bigger wheels, 21/18 coming. These are 18 and 16, 18 on the front, 16. So I'm not used to little wheels. It seems to want to ride up the ruts. It's not very good in the ruts, especially the front end. The suspension's adequate. I would call it beginner level to just adequate to get around on. It would not be my pick of a race bike, suspension-wise, or any of it motor-wise. I do like the styling. It's very KTM-ish and very modern. They did an excellent job with that, but the little wheels I'm not really gelling with, and the suspension needs, I don't know what to do with it because I don't know what type of suspension it is, but it needs some work, so things to work on. The clutch pull's a little hard. The cable routing up here is kind of routed funny, so it's got a funky bend in it, so it makes the clutch a little harder. Plus I may see if I can upgrade the clutch plates to something like a Honda XR 200 or something. So lots of work to be done. So getting the wheels, they should be in this week. Getting bar risers, they definitely needs to come up a minimum of 1 inch to 2 or 3 inches. So hopefully I can get a couple inch bar risers. But overall, I like it. For $1,500, I think I gave, actually it was 13 like 89. That's right, $1,300 brand new out the door. That also included, get this, because it's very strange to me here in the Philippines, for the Americans out there, that was also insurance for liability for a whole year, which I believe was 130 pesos, if I wasn't mistaken. It might have been 300, which is $3 or $4. I think it's 300. So just very cheap. In the States, that would be 300 or 400 to 600 or something like that for liability or something probably. So I got the bike, the insurance, registered, everything out the door price for $1,389, which is about 70,000 pesos. So I thought that was, you know, how could you go wrong? You know, if you don't like something, you could almost, you know, you can change anything out on it you want for that price, in my opinion. Because I was looking to get back into Honda or KTM. I'm like, man, the KTMs now are 10, 15,000. And time you upgrade them, they're 15 to 20 grand. Time you put dampeners or, you know, different bars and bark busters and accessorize it, you're up in the 15,000 plus range. Of course, you can always get used on some stuff, but still. And then also the KTM brand here is not well supported in my neck of the woods here in the Philippines, Iloilo. I'd have to drive a 2-hour trip to get to a dealer and get parts and stuff, or possibly try to get stuff sent. I don't know how that would go here, but anyhow, that's my findings so far. Nice little bike. Things I like are the LED tail light. It's very clean back there. The LED turn signals, they're very flexible. The fender's very stylish. The whole bike is, put together pretty good. One of the things that I don't like is the air filter change. You have to remove this bolt here, this bolt up here, pull it off, which doesn't sound like too bad, but then there's extra clips here, so that's, and then the air box itself, as far as I can tell, you have to have the seat off, take the battery off, take the battery tray out, take about 6 or 8 bolts off the top of the air box to access it. So it's not a 2 or 3 minute job. It's probably a half-hour to an hour job to get to it and clean it and put it back together. I would say it'd take you 30 minutes minimum to an hour to get to the air box and service the air filter. So that's kind of a poor thing. Plus, I've almost never had a motorcycle such a low cc bike. I mean, in a 4-stroke 200 cc this is. So. But liking it, just wanted to give you an update. Haven't got any new parts. It's 100% stock. Just ordered a bunch of things from one of the local Rusi dealers. So did take off the chain guard here, just like that, more opened up. So it's got electric start. It's got a Kickstarter. I think it's got an 8-liter fuel tank. It's got a fuel, some sort of gauge or light, digital gauge. I'll light it up here, so it's pretty cool. I mean, again, $1,400 bike. I don't know what it's doing, blinking there. I guess it's showing it. My phone makes it blinking, but it's not. So I got 53 miles on it so far. It's got a tack gauge, so I don't know why it appears to be blinking in the phone, but it's pretty cool little gauge. It's basic, but nice nevertheless. So I'll turn that off if I can figure out how to do it. So, and these aren't radiators, it's air cooled. So I could imagine you could put a, look at this side here. It makes you think it's a radiator in there, but it's not. Both sides the same. But my thought is maybe putting an oil cooler up in there someday, because it is air cooled and it's very warm here in the Philippines. I do have a little issue when the clutch gets hot and I'm trying to climb a hill or riding the clutch pretty hard down a hill or something. Anytime I'm using the clutch a lot, it heats up and kind of almost wants to lock up the motor a little bit. So, like I said, just work in progress. Just really even haven't begun. Just diagnosing things and spend a little money here and there. So, got bar risers, bark buster type of, I think they're service bark buster hand guards. So that'll be nice. Want to change out the grips to probably go with blue, and these are very hard. They give me blisters and sores pretty easily, even on a short ride. So I wore my gloves today. So yeah, so plastic tank, which is really nice. A lot of times you buy a Jap dual sport bike and they're metal, and a lot of people like to change them out, keep them from denting. So pretty good size little tank, just slightly under 8 liters. Just put a little gas in it today. I rode 54 miles, I believe, and I got used up I think they call it a liter of gas here. I'm still getting used to all the measurements and numbers. So I got about 53 miles per liter, if that's correct. If the bottle I purchased was a liter, I just purchased a bottle at a Sorry store. So So that's my opinion and my findings up to date here after the 4th ride on it. And again, I'm out in the Philippines here on Iloilo, near Santo Tomas. I think I pronounced that right. So it's really a mountain biking, hiking. The Philippines is a paradise, in my opinion, for all the rugged trails. You could, like I said, literally hike a minimum of 400 miles around the Visayas Island. That might be very conservative. It could be double, quadruple that. I'm just guesstimating. And you have all kinds of different scenery here. I'm in a little wooded area. There's some coconut trees, banana trees, typical stuff you'll find in the Philippines. I've been riding this trail here for about 5 miles. So it started off as a road, and then it's kind of fading to single track a little bit. So I don't know how far I'll go because I'm not, like I said, familiar with everything. I'm just slowly exploring, and I'm really, out in the country here where I live. So got to be careful safety-wise with having some bike issue or getting hurt or something. So, but anyhow, that's it. So that's my 2022 Rusi I just bought. I don't understand their system here, but anyhow, they didn't have any 23s in the room. They still had 22s, so I bought a 22. So it was new. I think they suggested 74,000 pesos, and they knocked it down to 70, and really worked with me on the pricing and finding different things on there. So I got supposedly a performance CDI carburetor, new wheel set 21, 28, 21, 18. And then I got some more stuff I want to get, so all kinds of stuff. So just going to be a process over the next year or two, tricking this thing out. So as long as I like it, I'll keep pouring a little bit of money in it. So far, I see potential. All right, well, I'll leave you with a view over here, and so I'll zoom in over there. Maybe you can see the hills in the background. But there's just massive hills out here. I'm like down in the valley here, but I would say they're 3,000-4,000 feet high. So, and as you go inward to the other side of the island, they top out around 7,000 feet. So, pretty substantial hills. I would call it over. I haven't been to the other side of the island, but that would be mountainous to me, 7,000. So, these are just good size hills. So, well, thanks for watching and come along for the ride on the journey, and please smash that subscribe button. We're almost got the mandatory 4,000 watch hours, but we're lacking subscribers. So a lot of viewers, but not hitting that subscribe button. So please subscribe, and we appreciate it here. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.